Procyon Wildlife was started approximately 10 years ago. In 2014, Deborah Spiller and Linda Moore took control of this nonprofit organization. Even though they've had their ups and downs, they now successfully run Procyon with a complete board of directors, multiple volunteers, and many on-call veterinarians. When Deborah took an early retirement from her marketing career, she wanted to give back to the community. Since she always had a love for animals, it only made sense to volunteer at Procyon Wildlife. Deborah then took wildlife courses to become more involved within the organization. Linda was a police officer in the 60s. She met her husband, who was with the RCMP. They had a son and a daughter. Unfortunately, she lost her husband and son within 3 months of each other, and it was with Procyon Wildlife that made life bearable again. The minute she held a baby raccoon, it gave her a purpose again, and she has been with Procyon ever since. When Cynthia left, it was either step up to manage the center or close it. Crystal graduated from Animal Care Studies at Sheridan College and from the Social Service Worker program at Seneca College. Crystal is forever interested in increasing her animal care knowledge and skills. She is a passionate advocate of autism awareness and acceptance and improving children's mental health services. Sarah is currently working as a business process manager. A couple of years ago, after changes in her family left her with the need to nurture, she saw a note in the local paper about volunteers desperately needed. It sounded interesting, so she signed up for training. It has been very fun, busy, and interesting few years with some heartbreaks, but she would never miss a moment of it. Kat is a lifelong pet owner and loves all animals, even the slimy ones. She provides a foster home for cats and dogs awaiting adoption, as well as volunteering at Procyon. Kat also works to protect natural habitat for the benefit of wildlife and humans, even though most humans don't realize how important nature is to them.
Let's go on a tour!
This is the veterinary room where they provide medical care and surgical care for sick and injured animals. This cabinet is used for storage. This is where they store all of their medical supplies. This wall will be potentially removed to expand the veterinary room into what is now the storage room. This is one of 2 anesthetic machines used during surgeries. This is a nursery. It is used for raising infant animals until they are old enough to be released into larger enclosures to become acclimatized and socialized. It is one of many nurseries, with this room being specifically for raccoons. Currently, they are being housed in portable cages, but Procyon would like to exchange them for permanent cages. This is one of their many outdoor enclosures where animals are transitioned back into their natural and wild environment. This enclosure is specifically for injured fawns. They would like to renovate this enclosure. As you can see, the roof is starting to droop, and they are using sheets for privacy screens. Even though Procyon would like more donations, their animals are receiving the best possible care with what they have. Deborah Spiller has recently begun an exciting new program at Procyon, an education center. This is where children and community groups can learn about wild animals and see wildlife rehabilitation in progress. Deborah firmly believes that a lot of needless suffering could be prevented with education. Some of the team members even travel to schools to do classroom sessions. Here are a few of the species that are able to go back to the wild thanks to Procyon. Want to be a volunteer? Here are the requirements. Volunteers must be at least 18 years of age or older. They must have their own transportation. All volunteers must exercise caution and sound judgment at all times when working with the wild animals, and all volunteers must act in a professional manner when dealing with the public. Here are some volunteer positions available: animal care, answering the phones, drivers, education, food and supplies, foster care, fundraising and administration, janitorial volunteers, site management and improvement, and treasurer. This is Procyon's wish list. This is the list of materials that Procyon would like in order to keep caring for the animals. Here are ways you can donate to help out Procyon and all the wild animals. Why? Because Procyon does not receive any government funding. Here's how to contact us.